Hello. Today I thought I've done 2 of these size canvases with flip cup paws. So today I thought I would do another one in different colours. I've got 6 cups instead of 5. I've already mixed the paint up. I'm going to try to put it on without just tipping it off of the canvas this time. And I'm hoping that, because I've got 6 cups instead of 5, I'm hoping I can drag the paint down a little bit more. And I'm hoping I won't have to jiggle it too much. So I'm going to do it a little bit more slowly this time so as not to tip it everywhere. And we'll see how that all goes. So it's a bit better doing it a bit further down. Last time I just tipped it all off the canvas. I have had a look at this with the spirit level, and it was level, so it shouldn't just tip off the end, hopefully. And the colours that I have chosen today, I want it to be very flowery and spring-like. So I've got a very dark purple, which is a Amsterdam purple. I think it's blue violet, I think it's called. I have got a nice lavender colour, lilac. There, that's what goes on. I'll show you that. So, 8 purple. Yeah, this was kind of lavendery. I did add a bit of a darker pinky purple in there as well, actually. And that was that one. I have got a light pink, which is mixed with a neon pink as well, just to make it a bit brighter. I've got the pearl white. That was the only one with 1 drop of silicone in it. I've got Deco Art green, which is shimmery. I've got Liquitex yellow green. And then the last colour I have got is the Liquitex gold. So what I'm hoping to do, just letting it settle, I'm hoping to pull the cups down a little bit. I'm hoping not to have too much gap that isn't covered with paint, because I don't want to tip it too much. And I'm hoping, see, I love the way these come out just like that before you tip it. So I'd really like to try to keep a lot of that if possible. I filled the cups up with quite a lot of paint, so we'll just have to see how that goes, I guess. I guess these bits that I can already see the paint, it might move, mightn't it? Perhaps, yeah, so she says. So let's see what happens. I'm just going to do it relatively slowly and drag it down to the end. I think all in all today, I'll try not to do too long a video, but what I don't want to do is be rushing it, and then because I've rushed it, it not be as good as I want it to be. I'd rather just do it a little bit more slowly and try to get the effect that I want. Just sort of going to drag it down a little bit because I want it to come more to the end, because it didn't go to the end last time. I wonder if I could even just take it up a bit before I drag it down. See, I really like the way the effect is when it only just comes out from the pots. I love that kind of look. So I will just drag down that bit. So I want to try to keep a lot of this pattern. I tried that last time. I don't think I had enough cups on there to do it. So I'm hoping to be a bit more successful this time. And I'm going to do the same kind of thing that I did by just putting some white on the corners and just generally to help it move that little bit. Because it did help last time to help it move, but I guess it's the balance between putting so much paint on that it moves and then it pulls it all off the canvas and distorts it. And when I play back the videos, I can see the points where it's getting stuck. So these kind of edges, it gets stuck and then it distorts the shape. I guess it depends what you like and what you do, and you know, you might like having the way that it's distorted, the way that the cells stretch, and as it moves, having a whole different dimension to it. But I guess I just really like the way it comes out now. I just like all that. I just really like to try to keep that, really. So because I have put 6 cups on today rather than the 5 I'd done in the last 2, it is going to the edge a little bit more. So I don't want to stretch it too much going that way, because I like these lines straighter, and when I stretch it the other way, even though I try to keep it so that you keep turning it back, I still find that I'm still not happy with the way that it looks, whereas I like it like this. If I could keep it like this, it would be good, but I just need it to go to the edges that little bit more. And I guess, I mean, I kind of think out loud, but I guess that by putting the paint on the edges like this, it will naturally drag it over as well. There, so that has got that on those edges. So like I said, I don't want to distort it too much. I can see places where some of the paint might get stuck, because I can see where some gaps are in the canvas. If I point that out to you, there's a little gap here, and it's probably where the cup has touched the canvas. So if I was to tip it that way, it wouldn't move, and this pattern that I've got that I like would then not keep the same. So I'm just going to fill in a little bit on there, just to fill in that gap. But I think that's the only one. So I've let that settle, and I like it like that. I mean, I could just keep it like that and just keep the white around the edges, but I will tip it. But I'm only going to do it really gently. I'm not going to do it too much. I'm just going to be patient and just let it very gently go down. So I don't blame you at all if you fast forward this bit and just skip to the end and see if I've managed to keep the pattern. That's probably what I would do, so I don't blame you if you do that. So I don't want to tip too much off of the end either. Yeah, you see the way it sort of goes sideways? And I don't really want it to do that. But at least by only doing it long ways, hopefully, I won't distort it too much. So I've done 2 of these before in this size canvas. I did one which was greens and blues, which I absolutely loved. I was very happy with. Very, very green it was. And then I've done one in quite calming colours, rose gold, blues, and a little bit of an orange. So I just thought I'd do something a little bit different again. And I looked at all the kind of paintings that I've done and the colours that I've liked, and I decided that I really liked the purples and I like the greens, a little bit of pink in here. I think I made the paints a little bit thicker today as well than I did the last time. I didn't want them to be too runny. See, now I like this area and I like this area, but this should be a bit further down. So I will tip it slightly. But I don't want to lose those. I mean, if it comes to it, I'm just going to keep the white on the ends because I don't mind that. Yeah, see, I like that, and I like that area. And this area is really nice as well. So I don't want to just tip it all off. And it might be that if the paint pulls it off of the canvas a little bit, that will naturally come down as well. It's interesting, you only have to have it slightly, tilting it just slightly one way, and it does move the whole thing. It's interesting. So I might try something a little bit different. I might just try with a straw to blow those corners over. Which I know is a completely different technique, but it might work for what I want to achieve. Because I want to encourage them to go over the edge. I think that's working, actually. I just don't want to tip it because I really love this straight section, and last time it made it too jagged and I lost all these lovely round bits. So I think I'm going to be really happy with just doing that with the straw, to be honest. Yeah. So yeah, not the technique that I'm perhaps supposed to use. I don't know that there's a right and a wrong way, really. I think it is whatever you decide. But I am going to be happy, I think, with just that. And then it will naturally pull down a little bit more as it dries. But I just really like it as it is, and I don't want to distort it. And I'm not even going to put a torch on it. I could put a torch on. I can see there's lots of little areas that would pop up underneath there, and the same in here. There's lots of little areas that would pop up with different colours, but I just like it like that. So I am going to leave it like that. I am not going to fiddle with it. So that is one way up. There's quite a lot of green on that edge. That's an argument for tipping it over a little bit. And then that is from that way. And then lots of lovely purple there. See, that is the area that I like. I like that. I like that. I love that. I guess I don't love this green so much. Okay. So I will tip it a little bit then to try and get off some of that green. I don't think that that will distort the areas that I do like too much, but I think it will just get off some of that green that I'm not so keen on. And that seems to be working quite well. I still like the way the cells are looking. The areas that I like are still looking nice. And if anything, I guess the areas that I like is just making them that little bit more prominent in the painting, because rather than being on the edge, they're moving down to be a bit more central. So that has just tipped off those green bits actually. Yeah, I think that's better. So now I'm going to leave it. Really I am. I'm going to leave it because it's fine as it is now. I like that. It's got this nice area, that nice area, that nice area. I like the bit down the middle. The lines are looking pretty straight and it's not looking too much of any one thing. I mean, I certainly could, if I wanted, add a torch in that bit, and that would bring out some colours, but again, some cells might come up on their own, and I don't want it to look too busy. So there you are. I'm going to leave that now. So I will get the camera and I will bring that down for you to have a look at close up, and we shall see what you think. But yes, I'm happy with that. So here we are. I have tidied up my edges and I have left it. I haven't fiddled with it. I haven't put a heat gun on it. So that is how it is looking when it is wet. This was an area that I really liked, and I really do like that, and I'm hoping that won't change too much as it dries. And then this was another area that I really liked with all those different colours in there, and there are some really nice colours in there. I'm very happy with the way these colours have all gone together. This area here if I was to put the heat gun on it, I'm sure that there would be lots of little cells that would come up, but it would make it really spotty, and I don't know that I want that to happen. I think it's busy enough already. This was the other area that I liked, so I am going to leave it as it is. It would be like magic if I put the heat gun on. If I put the heat gun on, it would go whoosh, and you know, all these little cells would come up. But I like it as it is, and it was what I was trying to achieve, really. I just think it's really nice, and I'll be very happy if it dries like that and looks exactly the same. So I shall show you that in a day or so as it dries, and we will see what it looks like. But at the moment I'm very happy with it, and I think it will go quite well with the other two that I've done in different colours, so we will see. Okay, I will see you later. So here we are. It is 2 days since I did this, so it has now dried quite well. Probably still a little bit wet if I was to be too rough with it, but it's not so wet now. So it gives you an idea of how that is drying. That was an area that I quite liked. And where else was there? There was this little area that I quite liked, and that little area as well. So it has all stayed pretty much how it was, which I'm pleased about, because that's what I was trying to achieve. The edges are drying nicely, and they look quite nice and tidy. I think you can see. Can you see? No, you can't really see that edge very well. But yeah, so it's all drying really nicely, and I am pleased with it. So I just thought I would show you that. I think I would probably hang it this way up, I think. So there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I think we're getting a little bit closer to what I was trying to achieve. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.